But what if I told you that you don't need nothing but God? Because if you have God, if you have Jesus, you have everything, because Jesus is enough. Psalms chapter 34, verse 10, and here's what it reads. I'll be reading from the New Living Translation. Here's what it says. Even strong young lions sometimes go hungry, but those who trust in the Lord will lack no good thing. Those who trust in the Lord will lack no good thing. As I was reading this and praying through this, I began to think about what is it that I'm missing in life? What is it that I am in need of? What is it that I feel like I don't have? There are some things that I've been wrestling through personally where I felt like, when is God going to come through? Like, Lord, you see what I'm going through. You see that things aren't going the way that I've prayed for. Things aren't going the way that I've expected. And I'm reading this, and the Lord began to minister to me, because I do have a heart posture where I'm trusting God. And I believe that there are those of you who are watching me right now. You have a posture right now where you are trusting the Lord. You are trusting God for your finances. You are trusting God for your family. You are trusting God for things that only you and God know. It's between you and God. And the scripture tells us that those that trust in the Lord will lack no good thing. Well, if you're lacking something, that means you need something. That means you are in need. You are in need because you are without something. Maybe there are those of you who are watching me, you are without a job. You are without stable income. You are without your family. You feel alone. You are without some things that are necessary for you to take the next step in your walk, in your purpose. You just feel like you are deficient. You're inadequate. You don't have enough of blank. If that's you, I want you to know that if you trust in the Lord, this is what the Lord was speaking into me. And I believe it's applicable and it's going to speak to you right now. If you are here watching me and you trust in the Lord with all your heart, with all your strength, with all your mind, then you will lack no good thing. Put that in the comment section. I lack no good thing. To lack no good thing means that God is sufficient, that God is giving you the very thing that you have need of. You are not without relationship, because God is right there with you. You are not without resources and finances, because God is your provider. You are not without certain things in life, because God is the very thing or the very person that you need in your life. But there are people that need to hear this word, because you feel like you lack certain things. You feel like you are without. You feel like you can't even go throughout this life without certain things. You feel like you need certain things in order for you to flourish. But what if I told you that you don't need nothing but God? Because if you have God, you have everything. If you have Jesus, you have everything, because Jesus is enough. There are people here who think that you need Jesus and the money. You need Jesus and the job. You need Jesus and the house. You need Jesus but Jesus is enough. And when you have Jesus and when you trust in Jesus, you will lack no good thing. The goodness of God is already at hand. If you have Jesus, then you have the goodness. You shouldn't be searching after anything else if you have Jesus. You shouldn't be searching after you getting high because you have Jesus. You don't need that drink if you have Jesus. You don't need to try to work things out, work all day, work 24/7 and labor when you have Jesus, because Jesus is your rest. Jesus already put in the work that you couldn't do. This is why Jesus came in the first place, to die a death that you should have died, so that you could have the victory in him. But many of you feel like you lack. You feel like you are without certain things. And because you feel like you are without certain things, you go chasing after certain things in order for you to get the thing that you think you need. Some of you are without peace, and you think you need to go and smoke that weed to have some peace. Some of you are without are feeling lonely. You feel like you need to go and find friendships that are so draining for you so that you won't feel lonely anymore. But if you have Jesus, if you trust in God, you will lack no good thing. You will lack no good thing. Are y'all hearing me? The Lord was speaking this to me because Deep down inside, there are things in my life that I felt like I lack. But the Lord had to remind me, if I have him, I have everything. Jesus was reminding me that if I have him, I lack no good thing. If I have him, I am without nothing. Like, I have everything that I need because I have him. I hope this is ministering to you. It's a paradigm shift. It's a perspective. It's a change in perspective when you think through it like this, because when we posture our hearts and trust in God, we know that God knows what's best. We know that God knows what he's doing because he is Lord over our lives. So be encouraged, family. You are not without. You are not lacking in anything if you have Jesus. That's the word. You are not lacking in anything if you have Jesus. If you have Jesus, you have everything you need. If this has ministered to you in any way, feel free to share this video. Feel free to, like, subscribe. And if the Lord is leading you in any way, prayerfully consider supporting by clicking the link in the description, or click the link in the comment section where you'll be able to support. There's multiple ways for you to support there. Prayerfully consider becoming a Patreon, or support by becoming a monthly partner. You can support as low as $5 a month, or whatever the Lord is putting on your heart. But remember, your support helps us to continue to push out the content right here on this digital space. Thank you so much. I hope all is well with you guys. I look forward to seeing you guys later. Take care.